22, sponsored by Access Employment, your co-captain, Kelly Wilson. At number 24, sponsored by Healthy Mates, fresh from Phoenix, Arizona with the Opals, Tessa Levy. And at number 32, sponsored by Bendigo Coach Lines, Becca Tube. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special presentation before we get to the national anthem. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we honour a new life member here with the Bendigo Basketball Association. Ian Hart began his basketball involvement in 1992 with the Beavers Club in the under-12 boys domestic competition. Ian soon joined the Beavers Club committee, and that's a position he still holds to this day. Ian held positions with the Junior Braves as team manager, going on to be the Braves training squad team manager for 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. He's a member of the score bench panel that officiated at Braves games and still continues that role today, working as required with Braves and Spirit games and any other BBA tournaments, including the Junior Classic. Ian was a member of the Australian Country Junior Basketball Cup score bench panel, and he continued that role for more than 10 years. In 2015, Ian was awarded an Award of Merit plaque for his service by Basketball Vic Country. Ian is now an accredited Level 4 score bench official and a position that holds Bendigo basketball in high standing. Ladies and gentlemen, after 26 years of service, Ian Hart is the newest inductee and life member of the Bendigo Basketball Association. Congratulations, Ian. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem. Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing. Advance Australia fair. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 5 more minutes to warm up, and then NBL1 finals action right here at Bendigo Stadium.
Good evening, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Welcome wherever you're watching NBL1 action. It is semi-final time at the Bendigo Stadium. The Bendigo Braves women taking on the Kilsyth ladies. It's going to be a big game. I'm Brian Coughlin. Beside me is Adam Allerton, as we've been all season.
Good evening. Welcome to the first of finals in the women's competition. Men got away last week, so qualifying final one here. Winner goes through to the prelim. Loser comes back. Well, loser plays Sunday.
Yeah, well, that's interesting, and you did explain it a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't listen, but now I have. And that is it is a case of they're trying to get everything into 3 weeks. You explain it better than I do.
Basically, the Opals were away for a camp in Phoenix, Arizona, and so that meant that the best players weren't available last week. So the NBL, in their wisdoms, decided they wanted their best women players playing. So we've got a double header weekend. So.
Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I mean, you want all the players playing. So what a great decision and well seen. I think in past years, when it was the SEABL, there wasn't as much thought went into it. I think NBL1 have had a look at all these things, maybe learnt from the past and said, right, we want to do it the right way. And this is the right way.
Yeah, and there's been good promotion in the media this week of of this game in particular, I watched the NBL1 show, and that was get on YouTube every week and watch that. That's up midweek. Megan Moody's spoken to NBL1, basically said that what happened in the regular season doesn't mean much.
No,
it all
doesn't.
starts again today. Kilsyth coming up here to win. Bendigo 19-1 finished on top. Kilsyth finished fourth. These teams have met once this season, Brian, but it was in round 2, so there's a stat you can throw out.
Yeah, well, that's it. I don't think any stats really matter. As you said, it's a new ball game right now, and finals, different kettle of fish, and all the cliches I'm going to think of. Look, we'll get a good crowd here tonight, by the way. It'll be quite a few because it is a Friday night, but people will be finishing work and heading up to the stadium. And as you said, we've promoted it pretty well in Bendigo through the #1 show, the Triple M Breakfast Show, of course. So.
Oh, yeah. I've also mentioned it on Gold 1071 as well.
Yeah, no, I listened.
Yeah.
But it is going to be good.
But what I produce is quality, Brian, unlike yourself. Bendigo, I think, just have the strength as in Bendigo have 6 players, well, 5, because you spoke to Tess Machen, she's not playing.
She's come back from Opal's training and has hurt her knee, not in a big way, but certainly just a little injury that's enough to keep her out. And I mean, okay, she's playing for the Opals. Why not? They've got a double chance, Bendigo. So it is a case of they'll live again. Well, so Kilsyth, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's still, for Bendigo, just talking about them, they'll live another day for Tess. And also, too, we feel for Bianca Duffelmeyer, who's done an Achilles and did it a couple of weeks ago in a home game here. So she certainly will be out. It won't matter if they played probably Christmas time. She'll still be injured.
Yeah, and no Nadine Payne either.
No.
So Bendigo, having said that, you'd say they're under strength, but they're not. Kelly Wilson averages nearly 20 points a game. Beck Tobin averages 16 a game. Tessa Lavery averages 16 a game. Gabe Richards averages 14 a game. These are all good numbers. And Kelly Wilson averages 10 assists a game, which is daylight ahead of the next.
Yeah, and it would be too, but we're talking about some superstars. I think the thing is, if you look at the Kilsyth side tonight, they finished 4th. Very competitive. Ex-Bendigo player Tess Kasari is playing, of course. Look, she's been a good player for them this year, but they've got some stars in there as well. And I don't think it's going to be all Bendigo's way. They certainly have to do the work. And I think what they'll need to do, Bendigo, as well, is that their stars are going to have to stay on the court because of the injuries that are off the court.
Oh, I think you're talking Kilsyth up a little bit too much. I think Lauren Nicholson's an absolute star. There's no
she
doubt
is,
about that. She's an Opal. She single-handedly won the game in the Seaball here last year in a semi-final for Launceston. She's a gun. She averages 24 points a game, but the next best is half that. It's 12. So they do fall away. So I think the key to stopping Kilsyth is Nicholson. The key to stopping Bendigo is the bigs, I think. It's Richards and Tobin, because Tobin's a rebounding machine as well. She pulls down 13 rebounds a game and 1.7 blocks. So her numbers are absolutely phenomenal.
Well, thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, we're about to get started. And again, Kilsyth haven't come here to just make up the numbers. They'll be having a red-hot crack. So I'm looking forward to it. They look good in their red and white, and Bendigo will certainly, with the home strip, get stuck into it. You can see the starting 5s there. So we are ready. Tip-off, first semi-final for the women in 2019 NBL1 action. Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. Ready to roll. Refs would be excited too. Well on to the refs too of their semi-final duties. So, straight away to Sari. More chances with Kilsyth than Bendigo this year. Straight away onto it is Wisher. That's off the ring. Tobin rebounds. So, 7 o'clock start. You'd think there'd be a few more rolling in. They're starting to do it now. Suppose if you made it 7:30, people get into 7:29. Tobin for a couple to kick us off.
Yeah, nice little fadeaway move. Yeah, they tend to come in late in Bendigo, and 7 is an unusual start time.
It is indeed. Booth just got Gab Richards to beat. Kind of made a meal of it, really. Wilson, as she does, Kelly, just settles things. Or will she push to the line? No, turns around. She's got Gab Richards there, who is uncustomary out of that paint. She loves the paint. She gives it, looks for Andrea, who'll block. There's Tessa Lavey in there too for a 3 banger. How about that from Lavey early?
Yeah, Bendigo tall with Richards and and Tobin on the floor, and Tobin's already averages 1.7 blocks a game. She's already got one in the first 2 minutes.
So Tassari, back to Booth, likes it long. Little give-off was okay. Unfortunately, Nicholson wasn't ready for it, so it'll be a Bendigo ball.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think Andrea Wilson will take care of Nicholson tonight as much as she can and on the floor, but Bendigo already off to a good start, shooting at 100%, Brian. We like those
Kelly
numbers.
Wilson, look out, Bendigo! We light it up on a Friday night finals time.
Oh, they're not good signs for Kilsyth. What you don't want is Bendigo's best players to get hot early.
Booth should have went herself, didn't. Gave it back to Wishart, back to Booth, mucking around with it a bit, Kilsyth. First points, though. They get on the board through Downey.
Yeah, nice little dribble penetration and then a couple of passes and a good bucket.
So Kelly Wilson, Bendigo not known for their great starts either, so this is pretty good. Andrea Wilson, she's got Richards there. Richards never was going to go for that. Got a few to beat, little fumble. Comes out the back. And Nicholson just loses it. Gee, some nerves for Kilsyth early.
Good scout, Brian. You, everyone that's a Bendigo fan knew that Gabe Richards wasn't putting that ball up, but the pump fake and she sold it.
So Wilson, thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, NBL1 action on a Friday night semi-final. Here's Beck Tobin. Oh, she's done it at training. She just does it well in a match.
Yeah, big game player. Hasn't she made a difference? We thought the Braves were pretty strong to start with, but when she came in from mid-season from Germany, they look even stronger.
Just if you look at the Kilsyth girls on your screen, you're watching NBL1, you'll just notice they're a little bit out of kilter. Even Nicholson's not sure about the game plan here at the moment. Let's see if they can sort that out. That's nice work by Downey. That might help.
Yeah, they're going the extra pass at the moment,
yeah.
And it's starting to work. It's only 6 points. You feel like they're getting belted, but it's only 2 buckets, but Bendigo shooting at 100%.
So Kelly Wilson just settles. Little block from Richards. Back to, oh, this will be exciting. Didn't get there. Uncustomary for Gab to have a shot from there. Here comes Kilsyth. Wishart just settles it down.
Yeah, I think they'll leave Gabe wide open there. Let her have that shot.
Booth to Sari. She was known in Bendigo for a 3-banger. She loved it. Has she got a license? She's going to push. Loses it. Oh, well done. Okay for Downey. Not quite, though. Well done, Beck Tobin.
Yeah, rebounding machine, Beck Tobin. You know, she'll end up with the most tonight. But, yeah, gets it done on both ends of the floor. And she's playing centre at the moment, and Gabe's playing forward. So they obviously like that matchup inside.
The Bunnings Warehouse, here we go. Kelly Wilson tries to push, was always on to her sister Andrea, didn't make it. Might get it back, but didn't. So Tassari settles. Nicholson, very good from here, Nicholson. How about that for Kilsyth?
That's just talent. She's just such a good player. That's just talent. That was downtown. Wow.
So, just settle. Everyone just says settle. Final nerves will be just about gone. Nearly halfway through first term for Bunnings Warehouse. Levy, give off to Wilson of the Andrew variety. Doesn't get there. Whose hand? It was a blue one. So, good comeback from Kilsyth early. Little change on the go there. K-Mac is into the game for Wisher. As they just roll through the process here, Kilsyth. Let's see if there's a bit of urgency. Nicholson gives it across. Here we go for a couple. Not quite. Nicholson was there, couldn't get it. Downey was the one that missed, and Kelly Wilson says, I am the police cop here. Traffic cop, I should say. The stop sign's up.
It was the right shot. It was open, just didn't execute.
So, Levy.
Well, we've got an off-the-ball foul here, yep. I think 15.
You find that's the first foul of the game so far, so not bad for nearly 5 gone first term.
I can't believe I actually picked the player who got the foul. I usually get that wrong every
well, it's
time.
finals, mate. Not just the players and the umpires and the rest, I should say. You've got to step up.
Oh, it's too slow to look at the replay too, Brian, on the screen.
So, Levy. Right across to Wilson. That is Kelly Wilson.
Gee, whoever cuts up the highlights for NBL1, they're going to be busy. Unbelievable shooting from downtown.
Nicholson.
Then he goes 3 from 3 from three-point land.
K-Mac got it from Tassari. Back to K-Mac. just on the court for Kilsyth. Doesn't get there. Might have a sniff at it again. Throws it back, but she might have been out anyway, and she was. So the first
got a timeout here.
Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, NBL1 action Friday night. It is the opening game for the women, so the only one that's going to be around tonight, I would think, and then we're into it for the weekend.
Yeah, plenty of basketball on this weekend. Men's semis as well. Bendigo go down to Kilsyth. Bendigo men are hot at the moment. On the road, Ray Turner got 27 points last game. I've forgotten the Kilsyth's best player is a New Zealand player whose name I've just forgotten off the top of my head. He's on tall black duty, Brian, but NBL1 action doesn't stop for the tall blacks. It might for the opals, but it doesn't stop for the tall blacks.
No.
Well, thanks to our sponsors, Bunnings, as well. And NBL coming to Tasmania. The pre-season tournament that was in Bendigo, the NBL Blitz last season, in this beautiful new stadium, it's... I've got a bit of conga going on. The kids are loving this. I don't know what Duffman's doing there, but...
I think every kid in the world's going to join here. That's the worry.
Yeah, we might have a slight hold up to the game here, but all having a bit of fun. Yeah, and don't ask me. I knew you'd ask me the process of who plays who, depending on wins and losses.
Yeah, we're not there yet. So.
But yeah, we'll talk about that. So Raiders and Rangers tomorrow night in the women. So the loser of this game will play the winner of that one. I know that one. Spectres v Falcons in the women tomorrow, as in Supercats v Hawks. I think the Supercats will win that one, but
loves it in the paint. Got a little squash of the arm, G. Richards. So another foul on Kilsyth.
But yeah, this is the only game tonight, and then the only men's game. Sorry, there's a men's game, Spectres and Supercats. Saturday night. As I said, Braves men at Kilsyth Sunday afternoon. And Gabe, usually reliable. There we go. Didn't put the moz on her. And the loser of this game and the winner of Raiders game will play on Sunday. So we could be back here Sunday. For Braves fans, I hope we're not.
So Kilsyth trail by 8, which these days in NBL1 action, as we've seen in the men and women, is just nothing, really. It's got that exciting this year in NBL1 that those games, you might have been out of it years ago, but not anymore. Here's Nicholson for Kilsyth, not quite, needed it too.
Yeah, it's a good screen, it was open. Normally make that. Bendigo's offense is really, really good here at the moment. They look like racking up 20 points. They score 80. I don't think they're going to lose.
So, ring around the rosy here. Kelly Wilson says, I better do it for you, girls.
I don't know if they had a three-point drill at training during the week or a comp. You were certainly here at training.
I was.
But they are absolutely on fire. They are 4 from 4 from downtown.
Back to Nicholson. Kilsyth through to Sari. Nicholson is going to push Andrea Wilson. Go for it. Didn't get there. Won't matter. Couple at the bucket.
Yeah, well done, Nicholson. Just drawing contact there. Nice little crowds rolled in Friday night. Bands here. I'm glad. Oh, yeah, no, that's a clear foul. Good action on YouTube, NBL1.
The replay. Got to love it.
Yes. Oh, Lauren. Yeah, subscribe. Get all the reminders too. They're really handy if you want to watch some basketball. But
so just had the one timeout. There's only been three fouls in this game so far. So pretty clean action from both sides. Levy doesn't waste any time, and that's why.
Well, they only got back from Arizona Wednesday night. No jet lag for Tessa Levy.
Nicholson. She was in the same boat too. Here she goes. She's there as well.
I hope they flew first class because it's first class basketball.
Oh, over the top here. They got around it. Tessa Levy has a smile, says, yep, we just got that back. Tobin just gives it, was thought about it. A little fade. Andrea Wilson just over the top. It probably worked at practice, that play, but not here.
Yeah, that was probably the pass that you throw to Ray Turner. You can go up and get that. Hello to Gabe Richards' family. I usually give a shout out, but they're all here in the stadium tonight. They've travelled across from Seymour.
Yeah, just an hour up the road from Bendigo.
A lot of Country Vic players in this Brave side.
So Kamak gave it back, or gets it back, I should say, from Fridays. Here's Nicholson. Looks good. Doesn't get there. They still got it, though, or have they? Yes, they do. So, gain the ball.
That's a good move by Nicholson. Puts it on the floor, draws Wilson in, and then fades away. Tried to bank it off the window, but unsuccessful. But getting enough looks.
Kamak. Oh, Nicholson off the toe. Still lives to fight another day. Gives it off. Big one. That'll be handy and isn't. And guess who? Beck Tobin with the height. Tessa Lavey, no time to be wasted. She's in a hurry. Probably could have held that one up.
Oh, she's hot. That's a heat check, Brian.
She might not be after that shot.
Hey, when you're shooting it as well as she is, okay, she's missed one from the corner there, but her shooting numbers are phenomenal at the moment.
So 9 to lead for the Braves women early. Kilsyth, NBL1 action thanks to Bunnings Warehouse.
Only shot she's missed, you're harsh.
Nicholson. Thinking about pushing Gabriella Turner out of the way, does so and gets around. So good work, Nicholson early.
Yeah, too hard to guard at the moment, Nicholson. She's the only avenue, though, don't you think?
I would say yes at this stage, but again, it's only the first term. Let's keep a good eye on them. Wilson, she's had a few to beat there. Andrea across to Beck. Tobin, that is. Just going to try and push Fridays out of the way.
Oh,
she does it, grabs a foul. That's Bendigo at their best.
She's going to be handy in the WNBL again. She's a phenomenal player. She's got all the skills of a centrist. We've got a timeout here. But she can put the ball on the floor. She can shoot. She can go inside. She rebounds. She blocks. She's just the complete player. Lauren, it's 21-12. Lauren Nicholson, for me, looks like the avenue to the bucket. And she's doing a good job. She's got 8 points. And Kelly Wilson's got 8 for Bendigo, and Beck Tobin's got 6, and Tessa Lavey 5. But Becca Tobin's already got 4 rebounds, so she's dominating that part of the game. We'll go through some team stats. Bendigo's shooting the ball unbelievable, 67%. Megan Moody will be really happy with that. They keep shooting it that whack. They're going to be hard to stop. Kilsyth need to lift theirs a little bit at 38%. So, but Bendigo leading the rebound 7-5. Bendigo's got the block, which is, and Bendigo in the higher assist team, and that's through Kelly Wilson. Basically, she averages 10 assists a game. But dream start for Bendigo. Get the home crowd involved for Kilsyth. You want to get Bendigo, as you said earlier, been a slow starting side.
And no doubt address that over the many weeks. Well, having the week off probably, helped to say, address all that.
Becca Tobin for the N1. They would have done a week off, some hard training, except for and just worked on a few things.
So, push, Wishka, gave it to Nicholson. She's good enough to go herself, doesn't need to. Wishka goes around the back. How about that?
Nice.
Kilsyth saying to the Bendigo Braves women, we're not here to make up the numbers. Kelly Wilson. Got Lavey over the side. Gabriella Turner tries to put it on. Not quite. Well done, Lavey. Set up again. Have Richards off the court for Turner, by the way. Cross to Lavey. Just a low jobby. She might have a crack. Got a couple to beat. Lavey's good enough. Not quite. Rebound Wisher. As they move quickly through Downey. Here's Wisher again. She was good before with behind the old arm. The shoulder, I should say, but
Lauren
Nicholson.
Lauren Nicholson just following up there. Smart play for a couple of easy points. 10-second differential roughly between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I think it's the second time Andrea Wilson's had the trouble with a bit too much distance or a bit too much power. Taylor Nicholson, Lauren Variety, doesn't get there.
Okay, 8 seconds on the clock. Yeah, big play in this game already, I reckon, this one.
Kelly just wants to finish off before quarter time. It's not going to happen. So 6-point lead to the Braves women, Kilsyth NBL1 action for the Bunnings Warehouse group. And a good quarter for the Braves women. I tell you what, Kilsyth have come back well after a pretty shabby start.
Yeah, they certainly have, Brian. Well, it wasn't the start that they would have liked, let's be honest. You're away from home. You want to take the crowd out of the game. Braves shot at 100% early as we just look at some highlights on the screen. But look at this. This is Nicholson flicking it off. But, yeah, Bendigo down to about 67% now. But they need to slow that down. As I said, they're just not shooting the ball well enough. Lauren Nicholson is having a fantastic game. She's got, 10 points. She's been fantastic. But she needs some help. Now, I don't know where she's going to get it, but it's fairly predictable, don't you think, where they're going to score?
I would think so. Obviously, Downey has got a job to do, and so has Wisher, but there's certainly others here that can help. We know Tassari's good. She played here at the Bendigo Spirit, so she's certainly a point scorer, but you're right, help required. When you look at Bendigo and you've got Tobin 7, obviously Kelly Wilson 9, and even Tessa Levy 5, even though they're hot early, they are still a nice little spread into the quarter-time break.
Yeah, 22 points is... You probably look... You've got to keep teams under 80, so 22's all just... But I'm being harsh on Kilsyth. Let's give Bendigo some credit. They shot the ball really well.
Yeah, they did.
And so Bendigo played some really good basketball. But, yeah, stats, Becca Tobin, 4 rebounds. She was fantastic. Like I said, Bendigo down to 53%. Kilsyth up to 47%. Second quarter underway. Good. First quarter was a good one, Brian.
Andrew Wilson. So I think the Kilsyth coach probably would have said, girls, just back yourself a little more and let's have a red-hot crack here because we have nothing to lose. Kelly Wilson thought about it.
Yeah, Sam's a good coach. She'll know what to do.
Tessa Levy, good defence. Nicholson, Tobin, couple to beat. Goes over the top. Andrea Wilson has a crack. And the paint sitting there was Richards, but well done at the back there. Wisher, who's been okay. Gives it off, though. K-Mac, like what she saw with Booth in there. Doesn't get there. We'll go this time. That's better. So a couple back for the Cobras.
Yeah, I like that. Get some inside ball. Free Nicholson up.
So Levy, Tobin. Just settling it down a bit. Maybe Coach Megan Moody.
Nice.
Cross to Tobin. That's a good way to come back.
Bendigo go tall early, so we've got Richards and Tobin on the floor, but Tobin's the go-to player at the moment.
So Booth, last point scorer, Nicholson. Can she add to her 10 points so far? Back to Booth. Got a couple to push and just might have grabbed the foul. In fact, she does, so chance for Kilsyth to grab a couple.
Yeah, wouldn't mind having a look at this one on the replay, Brian. Nice little inlet ball. It's a foul on Tobin.
If foul is on Tobin, yes.
Yeah, well, that's a fair call then.
Got too early too, Beck Tobin, 2 fouls.
Yeah, that is a slight concern. I'm loving this replay screen, Brian, because usually I just assume I'm right.
Don't always assume.
And the internet proves me to be wrong, but...
So back to a 4-point game. Friday night NBL1 action here at the Bendigo Stadium.
4 points? You're joking. Bendigo have dominated this game.
Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. Beck Tobin, good from here. Love it.
Correction.
Easy.
Beck Tobin has dominated this game. She's up to 11.
Got 2 fouls, though. They'd be worried about that at this stage, I would think.
Yeah, she gets one more. She's on the floor, but try and drive the ball at her and try and make her pick up a third. That's going to go a long way to getting you in the game. Good ball.
From Nicholson. She'll get it back here off Booth. Not quite.
What a good play. Just didn't make it stick.
Kelly Wilson will hurt. It doesn't get there. Well done, Booth, back there. K-Mac. In fact, it was Wisher. Nicholson. Bendigo knows she's the go-to lady. Yeah. Booth has been good, though. Got to push Gab Richards out of the way. Not an easy thing to do. Gives it off to Wisher. Not quite. And Tobin's got the height.
I like what Kilsyth are doing, though. On Nicholson.
I think it is.
I'd like to see the no call, that one. Let's have a look at this. Because Kelly uses the forearm here. Bit of a...
not much in it.
no.
Bunnings Warehouse on the replay there. Kelly Wilson gets it back.
Anyway, no calls, so sometimes a good call. Look at that for a drive. Good
Not
D.
quite, though. Well done, Booth, in the defence. Nicholson. Probably give it off to Booth. She did have a teammate deep, and it probably needed to use that. Oh, well done, Booth again. Just gives it up, though. Where was that going? Tobin. This will hurt if she can go all the way. Not quite. Booth's got some height. Might have been Wilson was the foul.
Yeah.
On Booth.
Booth's really stretching the floor. Like last play down, as you said, she was available there, but they just didn't use her. But they're going inside to her, and they look a lot more dangerous in offence because of it.
Well, you would need to. She's the tallest player on the court at the minute, and that's saying a bit because Beck Tobin, she just gets above her, I reckon. I could be very wrong. It might be close. But anyway, you need to use that height.
It just gives Nicholson some better ball if you can kick it in and then kick it back out.
Booth wasn't keen there. Goes back to Wishart. Nicholson got to go herself. She's got a few to beat. Bit of traffic in there. Oh, look at the class of that lady, Lauren Nicholson. Big long one, though. Just back on it to Levy. Tried to catch the Cobras on the rebound. Well done to Sari in defence. Richards to Kelly Wilson. And Levy loves it here. How about that from Tessa Levy?
She's automatic from out there. Automatic. She's just on fire.
Game out to 7. Wishart, Bendigo East College doing a bit of music in the background, which we enjoy. Long one to Booth. Easy basket should have been. Still should be, but Tobin said, I'll have it.
Just not taking their chances, are they?
Thought about the jump. Goes back to Richards. She's settled. Richards to Kelly Wilson is something I've said 1,000 times. Here's Tobin. Just got to push Booth out of the way. Not that time. Andrea Wilson. Easy pickings for G. Richards, number 20.
Yeah, it was Richards v Nicholson. Nicholson didn't want that matchup under there. There was always going to be one winner.
Desari looks like she's been told by the coach that you're going to pass tonight, not shoot. Here we go. This will be handy and is from Wishart. And a timeout thanks to the Bunnings Warehouse here at the Bendigo Stadium. And check that one on the Bunnings replay there.
Yeah, just look at that. Just catch and shoot and whack.
That's how you do it, says Tessa Levy. And I think Megan Moody would be happy, but the issue again is that I think it's a final, so they just, there's only one speed and that's flat out. And the Kilsyth are going to keep coming back, and it's how you rebound. So, I don't know, Kilsyth, it's only 7, so...
Yeah, there's only 1 point the difference this quarter. Bendigo's won it by 1 point so far. But Kilsyth look a lot more dangerous in offence. As I said, they're going inside a lot more. Booth's been really, really good for them. She's getting some boards. She's scoring some points. Lauren Nicholson's got 12 points for Kilsyth. Becca Tobin's got 11, as well as racking up quite a few boards as well. So, yeah, Bendigo shooting at 50% now. Kilsyth at 38. So Bendigo, you couldn't keep sustaining what they were doing. Just not possible. So, but yeah, Kilsyth gave Bendigo a bit of a different look that term, and yeah, Bendigo just need to readjust there. But yeah, Tobin shooting at 83%, 7 rebounds. 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. The only thing she's done wrong is 2 fouls as we're back underway here, Wilson.
We certainly are. Yeah, the Wilson sisters. Levy's got it now. Here she goes. A little jumpy. Tried that at training. Probably worked better there. Didn't work this time. So, work hard here to Sari. We know you can do that, Cara. And she does it this time. 3-banger for the Kilsyth Cobras. Let's check out the Bunnings Warehouse replay. She's got to do a lot more of that, I would have thought. Just an easy basket for Sari. Back to Andrea Wilson. She'll set up. Beck Tobin's in a good spot. Couple to beat. Lost it. But there's a hand in there, I reckon.
Yeah. It's hard to guard Becca because she goes right, she goes left, and usually centres aren't the most nimble. but she's got very quick hands and very quick feet, and that's a pretty obvious foul, that one. And there's another one.
Yeah, another one there. Little injury.
So, starting to rack up the fouls here. But just
she hurt
see this
herself
on the
down.
replay.
Watch that on the Bunnings Warehouse replay. I think she just twisted her own foot. So, anyway, she'll have a breakdown just to see what the go is. In Kilsyth, the Cobras bring O'Donnell into the game for the first time. So, for the lead. Nice pressure on Kelly Wilson by Tassari. Got around a little easy, though. Went for it. And still, it will pop in.
Oh, is that a hometown roll or what? Bounced around forever up there.
So, back to Nicholson. She's got her 12 points. Lauren, but gives it up this time. An easy basket for Beck Tobin. You just can't afford it. They know that. And it's a good time to call a timeout because in a final and with players of the calibre of Beck Tobin, you're just giving up points.
Yeah. Becca Tobin, that's steal number 2 for her. Look at this. Down the floor, easy layup. Thanks for coming.
Replay thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. So halfway through this second term, and as much as it gets close, it's got to about 4 points, and then all of a sudden we're out to 8-9.
Yeah, so. You're spot on, Brian. 2 minutes ago it was 4 points the difference, and then Bendigo score a bucket, and then Becca Tobin with the steal. She's got long limbs, so she's got the go-go gadget arms and just intercepted it and took it all away. You've got to be wary of her wingspan when she's around.
Just having a look at the coaches on the NBL1 cameras here. I mean, you can tell that obviously, it's like pressure girls. I can't lip read, but you would suggest that they need to use that height because if they're going to win this game, the Cobras, they need to use what height they have. And you've seen teams against Bendigo before, and even the height of someone like Gab Richards and Beck Tobin really does hurt other teams.
Yeah,
Tess Madgem's out tonight, and she's another one that's tall, and so is the other girl that's injured also.
Nadine Payne.
That's it.
Bendigo is a very tall side, and so they've got the luxury of basically playing 2 centres on the floor, and come the second half, it could be very telling. So they'd love for Tobin to pick up a 3 for the third for Kilsyth.
Booth, not confident. Nicholson goes for it. Oh, look at the class of Lauren Nicholson. It's Kelly Wilson. Gets onto things quickly. Beck Tobin's been terrific, and there's another reason why we think she's a great player.
MVP, it's going to be... Oh!
Long jobby. Oh, she just... the thought that counts from Wisher.
Oh, turnovers, Brian. You know how much I hate them.
Yeah, check the Bunnings Warehouse replay here, and you'll see it was a thought that counts. It's just way too tall for her. Tall and long.
Yeah, 5 turnovers to 3. Kilsyth not liking that stat.
So Kelly Wilson got some traffic, gives it back to Levy. Big sidestep was all right. Did well. Little tap over the top, Ruckman style from Booth. So Nicholson runs down, couple to beat, crashes into Kelly Wilson, doesn't get there. Guess who? Beck Tobin. How many rebounds for Beck Tobin? To be a few.
She was 7 at last look, I'll tell you.
Gab Richards in the paint, well defended, but I think it was illegal.
It's still 7. Let me give you a stat, Brian, that you're not going to believe. Kay Wilson, have a look at the scoreboard. How many points?
11.
Kay Wilson.
Yeah, 11 points.
No.
So Richards lining up.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
15 for Tobin so far. So
because she's just going about it so quietly, Kelly.
I thought you were going to dispute the scoreboard for a sec.
No, I'm just going, I haven't even noticed her. Saying what a great job Becca Tobin's doing. Gabe Richardson, 5 points, plus 1-6. I love it how the stats come up.
Game
for
high.
me, Brian, saves me looking them up.
It does. Game high 10.
And we'll have a reset here.
Yeah.
But no, the stats just pop up on the screen for me, so that's nice. I'm enjoying this. Good work by Sportscast. How good's modern technology, YouTube, NBL1, watching high-quality basketball anywhere in the world. Second best team in the world, the Australian women's team.
Nicholson got a few to beat. Tobin just relaxes, gives it off. 10 to lead. Kelly Wilson thought about Gab Richards in the paint. Sister back to sister. There's Gab there. Little push. Turns around, does what she's done many times, Gabrielle Richards, for more points.
Gabe just starting to get involved in the game. That's real. March is starting to blow out. Like you said 5 minutes ago, it was game on, and all of a sudden Bendigo have just blown this one out a little bit.
So back to Nicholson. It was interesting from Dasari there. Was a throw into Lavey. Interesting.
Yeah,
nothing in it though. I looked at it a little bit. Oh, how about this? No. Well done, O'Donnell. Just gives it back to Nicholson. 14 points for Lauren so far. Thought about it herself. O'Donnell, are you confident? Not quite. All blue back there. No one's getting that ball off Kelly Wilson.
I'm not going down there and getting it.
It's like taking the dog's bone after he hasn't been fed for days. Beck Tobin.
Oh, mismatch.
Yeah, there is. Oh, it looked okay. We'll check the Bunnings Warehouse replay.
Yeah, the hand was straight up, but was there contact? Let's have a look. Nice. It's a little fake there, little dribble. Arms go up, slow motion. Oh, yeah, there's a reach in. I'm happy with that call.
The refs are doing a great job. I mean,
They
considering that we have a replay here, they don't have that.
Yeah. Well, I thought the arms were straight up, but it was definitely a reach.
Some work to do for Kilsyth. I know that's Captain Obvious stuff, but this will make it 13-point lead.
And they're also in the bonus right now, Bendigo. Kilsyth with 2 minutes and change to go in this. Every time they foul, Bendigo's going to the stripe.
K-Mac just got a couple there to beat. Nicholson gave it back to Tasari. She's going to have to wait if there's an opening. She's got the youngster there. Has a crack, doesn't get there. All the rebounders were there from Freiters. And it was Beck Tobin.
Oh, look at it go.
Doesn't waste any time. Little push was okay, was it? Yeah, no problem. Didn't get it in, though. So Freiters.
You're not meant to do that as a centre. Grab the rebound, put it on the floor and stream down the other end.
Nicholson. Just a few to beat again. Everything for Kilsyth is pressure under the ring, isn't it?
Oh, great weak side defence, though. Great team defence. Nicholson driving to the hoop and attracted a crowd real quick.
So Kelly Wilson. Lavey there. Normally like it from that angle. Andrea Wilson. Little push. Nearly put her out of bounds. Didn't. Kelly Wilson.
2 on the clock.
Yeah, too many to beat there. It's always going to happen. No, Donald just steps back a little. Tasari, we like Current. No, not thought about it. No, Donald back to Tasari. Big, long job. Not quite, but it'll come into the arms of Freiters. They just need to set up a little bit better here, Kilsyth.
Yeah, it's just stagnant. There's nothing.
Yeah, it is.
That'll be a defensive foul on Andrea Wilson.
Coach of Kilsyth not overly wrapped. So third for Andrea Wilson is real troubled times for her.
I don't think they'll too worry about it, but she'll sit down because Lauren Nicholson's sitting down.
Just wonder why with Nicholson trailing by 13, but coach knows better.
Well, they're only going to have one play at the clock, and then it's going to go down the other end for a defensive end, so you don't want her picking up a foul.
K-Mac. Waiting for that clock to wind. You can see it yourself on the NBL1 cameras. Long one, that was required. Well done, Wisher. So back to 11.
9-second differential, Brian, so they might get one more shot, Kilsyth.
Kelly Wilson. Gabriella Turner snuck on. Wilson of the Kelly variety. Beck Tobin's there. I was going to say that it hurt, didn't go in. And that might be just about close to. Nice long throw to Sari. You know you can do it, Cara. Not quite. Off hands, whose ball?
Well, 4 seconds.
4 seconds, it's a red ball.
Can we have that on the replay? Oh, God. No, having said that, I'm the only person in the stadium arguing about it. So
it's exactly right. Brendan's on the cameras, couldn't give a fat rat's what you say. Does his own thing. Here we go. Oh, that is a good finish for Wisher just before the break. and it's back to 9. So that is half-time at the Bendigo Stadium. NBL1 action, semi-final on a Friday night. The Bendigo Braves 42, Kilsyth Cobras. This is the women's semi-final, and they trail by 9. Adam Allerton's here. I'm Brian Coughlin. Give us a wrap, Adam, for the next 60 seconds on what you saw in the first half.
Yeah, going as we thought it would go. Nicholson, the star for Kilsyth, 14 points, but then the next best is Wisher with 6. Rebecca Tobin's been outstanding, 16 points, shooting at 70%, if you don't mind, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, a block, probably clean the floors afterwards. She's doing everything. But a really high standard game. Kilsyth, what they need to do, Nicholson needs some help, and they need to take Tobin out of the game and not let anyone else get hot. Good luck.
Yeah, and they'll need it. So it is the Braves by 9. Half-time, women's semi-final here at the Bendigo Stadium, NBL1 action. Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. We'll be back. Second half action coming your way soon.
The key to stopping Bendigo is the bigs, I think. It's Richards and Tobin, because Tobin's a rebounder.
Mary out of that paint. She loves the paint. She gives it. Looks for Andrea, who'll block. There's Tessa Lavey in there too for a 3-banger. How about that from Lavey early? Mary out of that paint. She loves the paint. She gives it. Looks for Andrea, who'll block. There's Tessa Lavey in there too for a 3-banger. How about that from Lavey early?
Tonight, as much as she can and on the floor, but Bendigo already off to a good start. Shooting at 100%, Brian. We like those.
Kelly
numbers.
Wilson, look out, Bendigo. We light it up.
Tonight, as much as she can and on the floor, but Bendigo already off to a good start. Shooting at 100%, Brian. We like those.
Kelly
numbers.
Wilson, look out, Bendigo. We light it up.
Tonight, as much as she can and on the floor, but Bendigo already off to a good start. Shooting at 100%, Brian. We like those.
Kelly
numbers.
Wilson, look out, Bendigo. We light it up. Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, NBL1 action on a Friday night semi-final. Here's Beck Tobin. Oh, she's done it at training. She just does it well in a match. Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, NBL1 action on a Friday night semi-final. Here's Beck Tobin. Oh, she's done it at training. She just does it well in a match. Might get it back, but didn't. So Tassari settles. Nicholson, very good from here, Nicholson. How about that for Kilsyth?
That's it.
Might get it back, but didn't. So Tassari settles. Nicholson, very good from here, Nicholson. How about that for Kilsyth?
That's just
halfway through first term for Bunnings Warehouse. Lavey, give off to Wilson of the Andrew variety. Doesn't get there. Whose hand? It was a blue one. So halfway through first term for Bunnings Warehouse. Lavey, give off to Wilson of the Andrew variety. Doesn't get there. Whose hand? It was a blue one. So
it was the right shot. It was open, just didn't execute.
So Lavey.
Oh, we've got an off the ball foul here. Yep. It's too slow to look at the replay too, Brian, on the screen.
So Lavey. Right across to Wilson. That is Kelly Wilson.
Too slow to look at the replay too, Brian, on the screen.
So Lavey. Right across to Wilson. That is Kelly Wilson. K-Mac got it from Tassari. Back to K-Mac. Just on the court for Kilsyth. Doesn't get there. Might have a sniff at it again. Throws it back, but she might have been out anyway, and she was.
Tomorrow, as in Supercats v Hawks. I think the Supercats will win that one, but
loves it in the paint. Got a little squash of the arm. G. Richards.
Really good here at the moment. They look like racking up 20 points. They score 80. I don't think they're going to lose.
So ring around the rosy here. Kelly Wilson says, I better do it for you, girls.
I don't know if they had really good here at the moment. They look like racking up 20 points. They score 80. I don't think they're going to lose.
So ring around the rosy here. Kelly Wilson says, I better do it for you, girls.
I don't know if they had
Nicholson, Kilsyth through to Sari. Nicholson is going to push Andrea Wilson. Go for it. Didn't get there. Won't matter. Couple at the bucket. Nicholson, Kilsyth through to Sari. Nicholson is going to push Andrea Wilson. Go for it. Didn't get there. Won't matter. Couple at the bucket. Both two. Here she goes. Is she? Oh, she's there as well.
I hope they flew first class because it's first class basketball.
Oh, over the top here. They got around it. Tessa Lavey has a spot too. Here she goes. Is she? Oh, she's there as well.
I hope they flew first class because it's first class basketball.
Oh, over the top here. They got around it. Tessa Lavey has a spot. Tobin with the height. Tessa Lavey, no time to be wasted. She's in a hurry. Probably could have held that one up.
Oh, she's
Tobin with the height. Tessa Lavey, no time to be wasted. She's in a hurry. Probably could have held that one up.
Oh, she's
had a few to beat there, Andrea, across to Beck. Tobin, that is. Just going to try and push Fridays out of the way.
Oh,
she does it, grabs a foul. That's Bendigo at their best. Gave it to Nicholson. She's good enough and to go herself, doesn't need to. Whisker goes around the back. How about that? Gave it to Nicholson. She's good enough and to go herself, doesn't need to. Whisker goes around the back. How about that? Nicholson. Can she add to her 10 points so far? Back to Booth. Got a couple to push and just want to grab the foul. In fact, she does. So Nicholson. Can she add to her 10 points so far? Back to Booth. Got a couple to push and just want to grab the foul. In fact, she does. So gives it off to Wisher. Not quite. And Tobin's got the height.
I like what Kilsyth are doing, though. On Nicholson.
I think it is. Oh, where was that going? Tobin. This will hurt if she can go all the way. Not quite. Booth's got some height. Might have been Wilson was the foul. On to Sari in defence. Richards to Kelly Wilson. And Lavey loves it here. How about that from Tessa Lavey?
She's automatic from out there.
Tried that at training. Probably worked better there. Didn't work this time. So work hard here to Sari. We know you can do that, Cara. And she does it this time. Tried that at training. Probably worked better there. Didn't work this time. So work hard here to Sari. We know you can do that, Cara. And she does it this time. Sari. Back to Andrea Wilson. She'll set up. Beck Tobin's in a good spot. Couple to beat. Lost it. But there's a hand in there, I reckon.
Usually centres aren't the most nimble. But she's got very quick hands and very quick feet. And that's a pretty obvious foul, that one. And there's another one.
Yeah, another one there. Little injury. For the lead. Nice pressure on Kelly Wilson by Tassari. Got around a little easy, though. Went for it. And still, it will pop in.
Is that a hometown run?
Lead. Nice pressure on Kelly Wilson by Tassari. Got around a little easy, though. Went for it. And still, it will pop in.
Is that a hometown run?
She's got her 12 points. Lauren, but gives it up this time. An easy basket for Beck Tobin. You just can't afford it. They'd know that. Rebounds for Beck Tobin to be a few.
She was 7 at last look, I'll tell you.
Gab Richards in the paint, well defended, but I think it was illegal.
It's still
rebounds for Beck Tobin to be a few.
She was 7 at last look, I'll tell you.
Gab Richards in the paint, well defended, but I think it was illegal.
It's still
taking the dog's bone after he hasn't been fed for days. Beck Tobin.
Oh, mismatch.
Yeah, there is. Oh, it looked okay. We'll check the Bunnings Warehouse replay.
The key to stopping Bendigo is the bigs, I think. It's Richards and Tobin, because Tobin's a rebounding machine as well.
Very out of that paint. She loves the paint. She gives it. Looks for Andrea, who'll block. There's Tessa Lavey in there too for a three banger. How about that from Lavey early? Very out of that paint. She loves the paint. She gives it. Looks for Andrea, who'll block. There's Tessa Lavey in there too for a three banger. How about that from Lavey early?
Not as much as she can and on the floor, but Bendigo already off to a good start. Shooting at 100%, Brian. We like those.
Kelly Wilson, look out, Bendigo. We light it up.
Not as much as she can and on the floor, but Bendigo already off to a good start. Shooting at 100%, Brian. We like those.
Kelly Wilson, look out, Bendigo. We light it up.
Not as much as she can and on the floor, but Bendigo already off to a good start. Shooting at 100%, Brian. We like those.
Kelly Wilson, look out, Bendigo. We light it up. Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, NBL1 action on a Friday night semi-final. Here's Beck Tobin. Oh, she's done it at training. She just does it well in a match. Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, NBL1 action on a Friday night semi-final. Here's Beck Tobin. Oh, she's done it at training. She just does it well in a match. Might get it back, but didn't. So Tasari settles. Nicholson, very good from here, Nicholson. How about that for Kilsyth?
That's it.
Might get it back, but didn't. So Tasari settles. Nicholson, very good from here, Nicholson. How about that for Kilsyth?
That's
halfway through first term for Bunnings Warehouse. Levy, give off to Wilson of the Andrew variety. Doesn't get there. Whose hand? It was a blue one. So halfway through first term for Bunnings Warehouse. Levy, give off to Wilson of the Andrew variety. Doesn't get there. Whose hand? It was a blue one. So
that's the right shot. It was open, just didn't execute.
So Levy.
Oh, I've got an off the ball foul here. Yep. It's too slow to look at the replay too, Brian, on the screen.
So Levy. Right across to Wilson. That is Kelly Wilson.
Too slow to look at the replay too, Brian, on the screen.
So Levy. Right across to Wilson. That is Kelly Wilson. K-Mac got it from Tasari. Back to K-Mac. Just on the court for Kilsyth. Doesn't get there. Might have a sniff at it again. Throws it back, but she might have been out anyway, and she was.
Tomorrow, as in Supercats v Hawks. I think the Supercats will win that one, but
loves it in the paint. Got a little squash of the arm, G. Richards.
Really good here at the moment. They look like racking up 20 points. They score 80. I don't think they're going to lose.
So ring around the rosy here. Kelly Wilson says, I better do it for you, girls.
I don't know if they had it really good here at the moment. They look like racking up 20 points. They score 80. I don't think they're going to lose.
So ring around the rosy here. Kelly Wilson says, I better do it for you, girls.
I don't know if they had
Nicholson, Kilsyth through to Sari. Nicholson is going to push Andrea Wilson. Go for it. Didn't get there. Won't matter. Couple at the bucket. Nicholson, Kilsyth through to Sari. Nicholson is going to push Andrea Wilson. Go for it. Didn't get there. Won't matter. Couple at the bucket. Boat two. Here she goes. Is she? Oh, she's there as well.
I hope they flew first class because it's first class basketball.
Oh, over the top here. They got around it. Tessa Levy has a spot too. Here she goes. Is she? Oh, she's there as well.
I hope they flew first class because it's first class basketball.
Oh, over the top here. They got around it. Tessa Levy has a spot. Tobin with the height. Tessa Levy, no time to be wasted. She's in a hurry. Probably could have held that one up.
Oh, she's
Tobin with the height. Tessa Levy, no time to be wasted. She's in a hurry. Probably could have held that one up.
Oh, she's
had a few to beat there, Andrea, across to Beck. Tobin, that is. Just got to try and push Fridays out of the way. She does it, grabs a foul. That's Bendigo at their best. Gave it to Nicholson. She's good enough and to go herself, doesn't need to. Whisker goes around the back. How about that? Gave it to Nicholson. She's good enough and to go herself, doesn't need to. Whisker goes around the back. How about that? Nicholson. Can she add to her 10 points so far? Back to Booth. Got a couple to push and just want to grab the foul. In fact, she does. So Nicholson. Can she add to her 10 points so far? Back to Booth. Got a couple to push and just want to grab the foul. In fact, she does. So gives it off to Wisher. Not quite. Welcome back to the Bendigo Stadium. It is WNBL action. Semi-final here on a Friday night. If you just joined us, welcome. I'm Brian Coughlin with Adam Ellerton. And it is the Bendigo Braves women by 9 over the Kilsyth Cobras. Good crowd have made their way in. It's interesting, Adam. I walked out the back. Now, the Bendigo Stadium has something like 400-odd domestic teams. And I thought, gee, there's a lot in the stadium at this time of the night. A lot of them playing domestic comp as well. So quite a few people in this stadium tonight.
Yeah, if you've never been here, this complex turns into 3 basketball courts. So does the one next door.
It certainly does.
And then there's 2 more in the very original wigwam, as we used to call it.
Yeah, a long time ago.
But world-class stadium, this one. But, yeah, you go outside and it's amazing how many people are out on the concourse out there or or playing basketball. So a very good crowd in, considering, yes, there is a lot of junior basketball on. Chatting a bit of basketball during the halftime break, discussing how good Becca Tobin was. Well, 16 points to go with a shooting at 70% and 10 rebounds and 1 assist and 2 steals and a block.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's a heck of a half of basketball. We're just about to get underway here, second half. I'm really looking forward to this. Kilsyth need to produce their very best.
Well, they do, and what they've also got to do is keep this 5 on the court for as long as they can, because it's their only chance to really to get a win, I would have thought. The bench players in that first half probably didn't do enough, as you can tell by the scoreboard. This is a good start if they can, and they do nicely through Wisher. So, good start. That's what Kilsyth wanted.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the bench point stats for you, Brian. It's a really good point that you make, and it's something I didn't actually look at half-time.
Kelly Wilson just asking for Sister Andrew to move. Becca Tobin's in there. Got two big tree trunks to get around and did. Back to Tessa Lavey. Just gives it off to Kelly Wilson. That was cute. Rebound. Nice work for Wisher. And Tassari. Just got a little hand in there from Richard, so drags a foul.
Well, there's a stat. Bendigo hasn't scored any bench points and Kilsyth's 2, but I think your point's valid in that the fact in that stats, Bendigo didn't use as many subs as what they normally would. They kept their main starters on. Okay, they've got a few injuries to stars, so they're relying on their starters a lot more, so thus they not get any points from the bench.
Wisher. So Booth just got Gabrielle Richards to beat. A little hook job was nice. So couple back. This is good by the Cobras.
Yeah, Booth had a quiet first term, but the second quarter was fantastic and just the start that Kilsyth needed.
So for the difference, early stages third term, thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. NBL1 action on a Friday night. Should be an easy basket, you would have thought. Still a blue ball, but gee, Gabrielle Richards has had some pressure in there under the ring.
Yeah, only eight for Gab. It's not the usual contest we had. Like, she was top scorer last time they played, but as we said, that game's kind of irrelevant. She scored 28 last time, but totally different formats.
Kelly Wilson for Lavey. Found a little road, but that got blocked. Here's Andrea Wilson for a couple, not quite. Wisher just settles. Next points for Kilsyth will make it interesting. There's Booth. Just leans over the top of Andrew Wilson, pops a couple in. We're back to a 2-point game here.
Yeah, 7-zip run. You'd almost be tempted to call a timeout if you're Megan Moody. It's...
Kelly Wilson, this will be nice behind it. Not quite. Settle. Says the coach of Kilsyth down. He gives it to Wisher. Nicholson thought about it. Tassari just got to play a better role this term, in fact, this half. Big long job is on the go, not quite. Well done, Booth. Took it back, pops it in. Kilsyth, we've got a drawn game at the minute. Timeout required.
Yeah, second chance points there for Kilsyth. Bendigo have it still in the change rooms at the moment. They haven't come out at all. There we go, Booth, absolutely hot. Just there we see 100% on the screen. She's up to 10 points now, as well as 10 rebounds and 3 assists. So Booth having a really good game, but Bendigo, after having a nice lead at half-time, it's all square. When we said Kilsyth would have to play their best, that's been their best couple of minutes of basketball and Bendigo's worst.
Yeah, look, it has. And again, I mean, we spoke about Bendigo's starts in home and away games, which weren't good, and they were good enough through the talent they had to be able to get back. The issue they have tonight is they've got 3 of the big stars sitting on the sideline. Tess Madgen, Nadine Payne, and also Bianca Duffelmeyer. So that would be a major concern. Having said that,
yeah, that's just that's a mental lapse, and all the hard work they've done to get the 9-point lead is gone, and they're just going to have to work hard and get it again. But that's basketball. A couple of bad minutes can hurt you real quick.
That's for sure.
But a good timeout by Moody. As I said, I'm surprised it didn't come earlier, but it had to come because no rebounding, not one good shot put up, to be honest, by Bendigo.
So, Kelly Wilson, good pressure from Nicholson. Nice work, nice hand in there by Booth. Tassari, not known for what she's about to do. but doesn't get there. Wisher, she doesn't get there. Nicholson will just give it back to Wisher. She got another go at it here for Kilsyth, and they take the lead through Wisher.
Yeah, second chance points a real problem. Real problem for Bendigo here.
So, Levy, all of a sudden, Bendigo look a little frail. Here's Andrea Wilson, easy basket. They forgot about her.
First points for Bendigo, and gee, did they need them.
So, settled better in the third term. Here's Tassari for Kilsyth. Not quite, didn't make the distance. Wilson's not going to give it up from Nicholson. They're just moving a little sluggish. She's going to have to wait for a few of the cavalry to arrive, and they didn't. Had to do it herself, and she did well, Kelly Wilson. Just look at the replay, Bunnings Warehouse. You'll see the girls didn't keep up with her. She had to wait, decided to go herself. That was always going to be difficult.
Yeah, well, just looking up the second chance points, Brian. Kilsyth 15, Bendigo 2. They're just getting murdered there.
So back to Kelly Wilson. Booth's hard to beat, so's Wisher. Andrea Wilson ducks the head, gives it to Gabrielle Richards. Not quite. So chance for Bendigo goes begging. Wisher, she's been terrific third term. Tassari. Didn't know it was for her, but got it anyway. A little block in there from Downey. She's back on the court. Hurt her ankle before. Looks good to go. Nicholson getting loud at the stadium. Nicholson for a couple. Does it easy. Lauren Nicholson. Big long job. Just got a hand to it too, but who did? It was Wisher that got there on the replay. As you see from the basket, thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. Just got a hand on it late. That's it there. So Bendigo ball.
Bendigo just need to shake it off here at the moment and get back into their groove. Oh, hang on, the producer's shaking his head at me.
Brendan doesn't expect such, things like cliches like that.
Yeah, you don't get this from the other commentary teams, Brendan. There's a foul there.
There's a reason you don't, Brendan, because they're much better than us. That was Nicholson with her second, so whilst she won't be too concerned with the coach, there wasn't much in it. Doesn't matter, it's still a foul, isn't it?
Yeah, it still counts, but Kilsyth doing all the right things here. I must admit I didn't see this coming. Bendigo just a bit rattled at the moment.
Yeah, they're playing like Kilsyth did in the first term. Anyway, back to the action. Tobin, got to get around Booth and we'll do it easy for a couple.
Well, there's the solution. Just get it in Becca Tobin's hands. That'll solve all the problems.
Well, she was the live wire in the first half of Bendigo, as you said. She's up to 18 points so far. And Booth is the one that's stepped up her game. And so is this girl. She's been terrific so far. Wisher, won't put the moz on her. Tassari, over to the corner. It'll only be a couple if she gets it in. Not quite. Booth with that height. We spoke about it before. Wisher doesn't get there. Big chance for Kilsyth.
Yeah, waste, wasn't it? They had every opportunity to put it in the hole. Didn't do it.
Got to beat Tassari. Not an easy job. She did well, Cara Tassari. Good pressure. Puts it back to Richards. They both fall over each other, and there was only 3 on the court for a second there for Kilsyth.
Great play, Tessa Levy, operating in the phone booth there. Outlet pass to Richards. Richards to Tobin for the bucket. 20 for Becca.
So back to another tight game halfway through this term. It's just got a little bit of height, but
great.
Levy was great.
Great D by Levy. Kelly Wilson doing some refereeing as well, as she always does. But look at this by... Oh, that is brilliant.
It's good work. The Bunnings Warehouse replay, NBL1 action. Semi-final time, Friday night here in Bendigo. Braves by 1, back to Booth. This could all change, and it does.
Too easy. Catch and shoot.
So the setup, again, Tobin wants it desperately. She's saying, girls, I've got to give us a spark. Gives it to Richards in the paint.
Gabe wanting a foul, not getting it.
Yeah, Booth.
Kilsyth wanting the basketball, not getting it. I'm wanting a replay and getting it. Yeah, no, that's a fair call. Good no call. They're having a great night, the refs.
I'm just worried that she's playing for those kind of things, and that's kind of not what the game's about.
Rather than seeing the ball bounce around, grab the ball.
So Richards takes a break.
Play the whistle.
Gabriella Turner into the game for the Braves. Back to Tobin. So we'll just give it off quickly to Wilson. Nicholson wasn't fooled for Kilsyth. She knew what was going. Turner gets it now. Try to push, couple to run into and beat. Doesn't do it. Wilson did well, Andrea, but...
It's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, it is. Well done, Kilsyth.
I actually don't mind this lineup. Bendigo a bit quicker on the floor. I just thought they looked slow on the floor with both Tobin and Richards on there, and just give Kilsyth a different look. 1 point ball game.
So, Tasari thought about it. Tasari likes it from around there. Gives it across to Nicholson. That is real good, Kilsyth. They've got their act together.
Yeah, no help from the weak side. The defence has been appalling.
Hasn't been great. Here's Gabriella Turner. Thought about it. Kelly Wilson. Just a quick job. Geez, I tell you what, the pressure defensively has been terrific from Kilsyth in this term. They're a different side. Nicholson got to push Turner out of the way. Run straight into Andrea Wilson. Here we go. This will hurt big time. Doesn't get there. Trying to get it back and crashes into the Bunnings warehouse sign. Good chance to give them a plug.
Yeah, if Bunnings made that warehouse sign, that wouldn't have gone over like that. It was very reliable. Tess Laver putting her body on the line there.
What a cracker we've got Friday night. NBL1 action in front of a big crowd here at the Bendigo Stadium. Women's basketball is flying. Don't you worry about that. Can't wait for the WNBL to come along.
Yeah, and the Olympics in Tokyo next year. A lot of, dear me.
Gee, there's a bit of luck involved here. Kelly Wilson will fix all that up with a couple and make it 2+1.
Try drawing that play on the whiteboard. It's the fumble. I'll give it back to my sister. It'll drain a 3 from downtown.
Something Mum would have written. Tasari. Just got to get around Lave. He puts the pressure on. Here's Andrea Wilson. The spread's on here across to Nicholson. She waits. Certainly wanted to go herself, not when you run into Tobin. Here's Wisher for 3, not quite. And Booth might have got the last hand on it.
Okay.
Certainly did.
Bendigo have done a defensive change here, and they're double teaming Nicholson. So every time Nicholson gets the ball, whack, 2. So that means someone's open. So when you've got an open shot like that, you've got to start making them to stop Bendigo doing that. Got to hurt them on the scoreboard.
That you do. K-Max onto the court for Kilsyth. Tasari having a break. Just whilst they were getting their act together, Andrea thought about it. Back to Kelly Wilson. Geez, the defence is good. Nicholson, yep, gets a little hand in there. Wisher. Those two have been brilliant. They can finish off here, Kilsyth. It's really going to hurt.
Off the ball,
Ref has found something.
It's on Kelly Wilson, I will find.
Just a little bit rattled here, Bendigo. Check it out on the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Yeah, well, it's there, and the ref's there. That's hence the reason why they're so close. Well done, good decision.
Yeah, you're right, though. Bendigo just looked a bit frustrated and rattled.
Oh, that's off the ball as well.
Well, this will be a replay if we get this one.
Check this out, thanks to Bunnings Warehouse.
Well, we're just watching. Watch to the...
Oh, yeah, well,
it's a moving screen. It's probably the right call. Your feet have got to be set, got to be stopped. I don't think they were. It's a big hit.
It is tied up.
That's a third personal.
So they've been in this position before in a final, both teams, and you know they're both good enough. Oh, well, you've got to drain it when you can, and certainly Gabrielle Richards done that. Just give Kelly Wilson a little advice as she goes along. So Booth got the height there, gave it back. Nicholson good enough. Back to K-Mac in the corner, all tied up, nowhere to go. Nicholson will be good enough to get something out. Tries hard. Oh, look at that from the corner. Some fantastic work there by Downey.
That's the shot I said they needed to make because Nicholson's getting double teamed. So someone's going to be open. So you've got to make that shot. And well done to Kilsyth. They did.
Long job, Lavey. Andrea just get in front of Booth. And I tell you what, it'll be a foul. And it's going in the hands of the red team, I would think.
Bendigo really turning the ball over this quarter.
Yeah, I reckon that's really timely, isn't it?
Yeah, look, there's been a lot of ball that has just been turned over this quarter. The turnovers are 8-6 against Bendigo, and I reckon most of them have come this quarter. They just haven't taken care of the ball, and as you know, Brian, I don't like turnovers one bit. Becca Tobin 20. She had 16 at half time, so a bit like the Bendigo Braves side. She's gone quiet. Nicholson 18, Wisher 14, and Booth 12. But as I said, getting into some more technical stats, the second chance points is 17-2.
Well, the spread's even on both sides. We've got 3 players that are in double. But the other thing you look at now is Andrea Wilson on 4 fouls. Now, one of the bench players has got to play some court time here, and just wondering who Megan Moody will put in. Will it be Jess Mangan or Olivia Noda, who's been good? Or will Gabriella Turner just take a bigger role?
I think Wilson sits down to 3/4 time and...
You've got to play her out.
Yeah, and then start her in the last quarter, but the decision has to be made. Do we keep double teaming Nicholson? Do we play one-on-one? Do we go zone? What do we do? Our Bendigo's offence has dried up itself, so that's a problem. We've got Richards now taking care of Booth, so Booth is going to score some buckets. Might have to score him a bit further away from the hoop. So
K-Mac.
Big decisions to be made by coaches.
Nicholson gives it back, this time to Downey. Oh, does it again. That girl is on fire. Grab the extinguisher.
Yeah, she's shooting unbelievably at the moment. Got to clamp down on that.
Just can't get there. Oh, I tell you what, the Bunnings Warehouse signs are copping a bit. And that is a turnover.
So, yeah, she's up to 14 points now and playing a really good game.
So 4 points, the lead. Wouldn't have picked this. Missed there. Good for the Braves. Wisher. And they've just got a big job to do, the Braves, because the Cobras were asleep just about in the first half. Pops it up for Richards. Got to go again. Can't fight the good fight. Nicholson says, I better have it then. Pops it over the top. I'm not sure who that was. Turner slides out the back of the court. That was poor by Nicholson. Here's Lavey for 3. Not quite. And there's no one at home.
Oh, she's an international, but that's a poor shot. It's given Kilsyth a full look at the clock as well now.
Wisher. Sorry, K-Mac. I've said Wisher's name enough, I think, this quarter. There she is anyway, Wisher. Booth goes long, does well. She's been terrific as well. That's point number 14 for her. And that is 3/4 time. How about this? 26-11 quarter, Adam. Third quarter to Kilsyth.
Yeah, unbelievable. 9 down at the half. I didn't see that coming. They absolutely smashed Bendigo, 26 points to 11. Bendigo didn't take care of the ball. They were out of sync in offence. The defence wasn't happening. Wisher got hot for Kilsyth. Nicholson just kept on keeping on. Becca Tobin only scored 4 points. So it's one of the worst quarters I've seen from Bendigo all season, to be honest. Having said that, game hasn't got away from them. It's 6 points down. They need to regroup. They need to do something special, but Bendigo getting beaten on the boards. The second chance points is a really bad stat for them. It's hurting really bad. The turnovers are really bad. So got to crash the boards, stop the second chance points. Got to get a few more boards themselves.
Just looking
it's just work rate.
Just looking at a picture there on the Sportscast the cameras there, you can see that Megan Moody is saying, girls, just have a look at what we're doing here. What's going on? A lot of pressure in that camp, and I'm sure it's probably the same with Kilsyth, but a different feel altogether, I would think.
Well, Kilsyth would be thinking, well, we produce another quarter like that, and we're through to a prelim. But she ain't over till it's over. If Bendigo produce their best, they can win the game. But if they produce another quarter like that, it's going to be a really struggle for them. Let's be honest. And that was a great quarter by Kilsyth, but Bendigo were non-existent in that term.
Just a couple of the Braves boys out there, and also the coach Hogan.
Yeah, big game for the Braves Sunday down at Kilsyth. The Braves men are red hot at the moment. They're a very, very dangerous side.
So here we go. Moment of truth for the Braves women. You would expect if they do get beaten tonight that Tess Madgen would be right for Sunday. So that's another one. Here's Tobin. Push. Got to get around Booth. Lavey was good. Little jump shot is not quite good enough. But there's Gabriella Turner. Not quite good enough at all. That would have been a good start. Didn't happen. Nicholson. Wisher. Doesn't, or thought about not waiting. Does this time. Nicholson back to her. So Wisher. Just over the top, Booth. They've just got a little bit of space here, Kilsyth. Not quite again. Well done to Kelly Wilson. As the charge is on now as he pushes to the line. Not quite. Turner. Everything's in slow motion, or it feels like it at the moment. Just got Booth to beat, but she's been good. Tobin can't find that gap. Here's Lavey. Not quite. Didn't get it back either. So they settle.
Really didn't look like scoring in that play, did they, Bendigo?
Just a nice job over the back there to Booth, and they are just continuing where they started in the third term, Kilsyth. They lead by 8. Wow. So, work to do. There's Wilson. Just got to get the setup right. Booth has been terrific in defence and made it just too hard for Richards. So they push hard now. We know this Bendigo side can come back and make it all happen real quick. Well, they're going to have to. There's a foul on Richards.
Yeah, they lack intensity, they lack enthusiasm, and Kilsyth really taking it to them. But Kilsyth, a chance to take this out to double figures.
Let's make some noise in here, Bendigo.
Wish has been a star.
Yeah, second half's been unbelievable. Nicholson's gone out of the game, but Wish has come into it.
And it needed to happen too. That's point number 19 for her. 10 the lead. Bendigo Stadium. The crowd will start to get into it. Where's the rally coming from, Adam? Here. Lavey. Someone needs to shoot a big three. Is it Lavey? No. Not with that pressure. Nicholson's there too. Richards. Little job, turns around, doesn't get there. No one backs up. Well, when I say that, it does come off at a different angle.
That's not the shot.
Wisher. Just got to get around. This is all a bit easy. Didn't get the basket, but...
Well done, Becca Tobin, though.
Yeah.
Showed some enthusiasm and crashed the board and really wanted it.
Wilson trying to do it herself. And we'll grab a couple.
Bendigo playing a bit of individual basketball here. Kelly Wilson taking on 2 and drawing the contact and getting to the line. But just, they're slow. They're not getting ball through hands.
So I'll take that risk with Andrea Wilson on the court for Gabriella Turner. Not quite, a few hands in there, but again, Kilsyth in front. They're playing footy, you'd say they've been playing in front since half time. Here we go, just draws to the line, doesn't get there. Booth has got the height and gets it in.
Got to box out and not allow Booth to do that. That's just basketball basics, that. Well done to Booth for getting in there.
Second semi-final on a Friday night, thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. Tobin, big long one, not quite. Andrea Wilson was there, Lavey as well. Just lost their structure a little bit. Mind you, doesn't take long to get it back. Tessa Lavey, good enough and well and truly good enough. This could be the start.
They're going to have... Moody's going to call a timeout here, but at the end of this play, but Tobin going for a three-point ball, not the option. Bendigo just not playing smart basketball.
Long. Oh, how about that? That really does hurt from Downey. So Kilsyth by a dozen.
Yeah, real problems for Bendigo. Kilsyth scoring with ease. Bendigo can't defend at the moment. And Well, Bendigo just don't look like scoring at the moment. Real problems. But Kilsyth have played a fantastic second half. It's been unbelievable. Nicholson's got 18, Bruce up to 18, Wisher's got 16, Becca Tobin's stuck on 20. Kelly Wilson really needs to lead the team like she really does. She's got 14 and Richards 10, but Bendigo just not getting the ball through hands in offence.
Well, the other issue too is there's no real foul trouble with Wishes on 3, but no real foul trouble for Kilsyth, and Bendigo have Andrea Wilson on 4, but the rest are pretty cool. But again, I mean, you've now got to go. No doubt Megan Moody will be doing that. Just looking at the Kilsyth bench as we do, and they look pretty confident in there. I'm not sure what they had at half time, but they certainly had a pep in their step when they came out. Not saying they had anything, by the way. I don't mean that. I'm just saying that they...
Oh, gee, what do you mean by that, Brian?
No, they've just had a G up and away they go. They have been terrific. So here we go. Good crowd in here too tonight, Bendigo.
Gone quiet though, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Levy Wilson, can she fire up the crowd? She's got Andrea, her sister, Beck Tobin. She has to push past Booth. It hasn't been easy to do that. Now Nicholson was on the scene. Tessa Levy, again, she's got the pressure. Andrea Wilson, couple to beat, pushes out of the way and will grab a foul.
Well, I liked that move. Ball through hands, Brian. Becca Tobin didn't like what she saw, kicked it out. Kicked it out to Levy. Levy drives to the basket, dishes it off to Wilson. We go to the line. That's better basketball.
Yeah, that's percentage basketball at the minute. Just on the Bunnings Warehouse replay there.
So 6.5 minutes to go in this one. Just whittle it back.
Yep, it's all you can do. I mean, you can't score 10 points in a row in a minute in this game. So you have to do that. It's how Kilsyth did it. So Tassari, and I did mention at half time they'd have to keep pretty much the starting 5 they've had. They've only made the one change in this half, and they've stuck with these girls who've done well. Nicholson, turn and jump, says I better have it. Too good.
Yeah, exactly. Too good. Nothing you can do about that. You just live with it.
Richards, Booth has been just too big for everyone in there. Under all sorts of pressure defensively. Wilson's got a couple to beat. She gives it back to her sister, who gets it there. Well done, Andrea Wilson.
Well, they found another avenue to the bucket, which is Andrea Wilson, who's come on and had an impact straight away.
As you said, they're trying to protect the scorers. Tassari's another one that hasn't got a lot of points but can score. Booth across to Nicholson. To turn around for 3. This will hurt. Not quite. Gets it back. Turns again. It's something you didn't require if you're in blue.
Oh, the second chance points stats, Brian. It's a killer.
So Kelly Wilson. Just looking at their setup here. Beck Tobin probably could push past, but Booth is in the way as well. 2 to beat, back to Richards. Oh, it leaves her open. Oh, she missed it, but that's okay. Still got it. Becca Tobin should be able to finish off. Can do.
Oh, friendly roll. Dodged one there, Bendigo.
Well, they've at least got one open here, which means that Kilsyth have left that gap there for them.
21 second chance points to 4. That stat's going to cost Bendigo the game if they can't give them any more.
Down here for 2 does it easy, and they just haven't missed anything. Back to 12.
They've missed plenty, but Bendigo have given them the opportunity to get the offensive board and score again.
So Levy,
they're only shooting at 44%, Kilsyth. They're not shooting the lights out.
Richards didn't have the delivery that she required. We'll now try and push, turn around. Well done, Gabrielle Richards.
Yeah, I like that. Get the ball down to Richards, down low, post up. Try and get some easy points. Get to the free throw line.
The crowd were a little bit amazed here, just looking on the Sportscast replay there. They're just a bit like, oh, gee, is this happening? Lauren Nicholson for 2, easy. So, Kelly Wilson, 3 to beat, not quite, not the percentage that you would require, you would think.
I didn't mind the shot. I'm more concerned about the defence, or lack of it.
12 is the lead. Cara Tassari, not quite.
Oh, there we go again. Another offensive rebound.
It is. Nicholson thought about it. Booth has helped big time, been terrific second half. Nicholson has to give it back to Tasari. She just throws everything at it, and I was going to say it was too easy, but Booth got it. That should have been too easy for Kilsyth.
Yeah, dodged one there. Offensive rebound, 17-7. That's work rate by Kilsyth and lack of it for Bendigo. Tobin for the 2.
Yeah, easy 2-2. Didn't grab the foul, but timeout thanks to thanks to Bunnings Warehouse. Kilsyth have called. So we've got a 10-point game. It's anybody's game here at the Bendigo Stadium. Hope you're enjoying it. NBL1 action on a Friday night could nearly be WNBL. It's a great standard.
You're being kind to Bendigo by saying anybody's game.
Oh, I think it is. I think, anything can happen, particularly at this level. These girls, either side, have got the chance to spark within a minute, mate, and things can change. So, this is not a low grade. This is a very high grade. I think it can happen.
That's why they're not going to get 10 easy points, Brian.
Let's see what happens.
Bendigo, they're turning over the ball too much. They're not rebounding the ball. The turnovers are 11-7. Defensive rebounds are even. Offensive rebounds, it's 18-7. Bendigo are getting absolutely slaughtered on the boards. The defence is just non-existent. They have to box out. They've got to get some stops. They've got to find some grunt. They've got to find some hustle. Because if they don't get some stops, they ain't winning the game.
So,
sorry if I sound agitated, but Bendigo are playing some really ordinary basketball right now.
I think they know it, but that's okay. 3 minutes to redeem. Otherwise, we're back here on Sunday. Crowd starting to get into this game. And required too, by the way. Nicholson just waits. Down he offloads Wisher back to Booth. Here's Nicholson, make it to Sari. She tries to push all the way, gives it back to Booth. And what was pretty good has brought up a foul as well.
Yeah, nice little play to Sari, I should say. Just as we see, just straight down the key, no D.
Tell you what, Kilsyth have brought a few people with them as well.
Yeah, their fans are really good travellers. Considering that their men are also playing at home on Sunday as well, so they've come up for one game.
Yeah. Just the spark. Who's it coming from? Kelly Wilson. Richards. Just got to give it off. Kelly Wilson will try to bang a 3. This will help. And does! Kelly Wilson, is that the one it's required?
Yeah, it's starting to get to the point where they're going to have to throw some 3s up, Brian, because time's running out.
Tasari sucks up a bit of that clock, winds it down. Nicholson, got to push a few. We'll get a couple at the line. Interesting, isn't it, with just the body language. You can just tell that there's a job to do, but how much time is there?
The odds are really against Bendigo. I know you're talking them up a minute or so ago, but I know you're saying it's a high comp, but it is a high standard comp, so good sides won't let you back in. And Bendigo, Kilsyth have played fantastic, but Bendigo haven't defended in the second half. They conceded 26 in the third term. They've already conceded 22. Bendigo will hold on to the ball here. They've already conceded 22 in this term. So they haven't been prepared to work hard enough and defend. And full credit to Kilsyth. They've come out and absolutely blitzed them in this second half.
So 2:11 on the clock. Just a little quickie back. Wilson knows that Booth has got that height. How about that, though? She's been terrific. We mentioned the height factor of Booth, and maybe we had a line down to the Kilsyth coach because she had to be the difference. Here's Nicholson. Across to Wisher. Has been great with her 19 points. Downey taken away, though. Nice work by Levy. This should be easy, and is.
Bendigo really can't foul because they're too far. They really need to stop the clock, but they're too far out of the bonus to make that worth the while.
Well, the pressure's on here, and they know that.
Kilsyth are going to use the shot clock or every time. They're going to use the 24 seconds.
Off the basket, off the glass and in. I should say, not off the basket.
They've put this game to bed, Brian. They've been really good down the stretch, Kilsyth. They've been fantastic. They had a bit to be mope about at half-time, 9 points down, but away from home, taking it to the best team in the comp, that'll be a Bendigo ball, and taking it to them on their home floor in a final, and are going to win quite comfortably. The good news for Bendigo fans, exact same thing happened last year against Launceston in the Seabull.
Absolutely
lost on their home floor. Lonnie, too good. Bendigo went on to win the championship.
So, I'm just going to wind her down, I would have thought. Nicholson, her 26 points, outstanding. And again, they haven't been points that we've screamed and gone, wow, look at that. They've just been accumulated.
Yeah, she averages 24. She's got 26.
Some work to do. Yeah, when it's your night, it's your night.
But there are Wishes scoring above average. She averages about 12. So does Booth. And Wishes got 20 and Booth's 18. So these people are playing their best when it matters.
Wilson tries to get there. That's kind of synonymous with what happens, or what has happened in the second half. Chase is on Wisher. Ran away from him.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, this game's just petering out.
Nicholson will have a go from there. Thought about it. Back to Booth. She's been terrific. Not that time. And Kelly Wilson. But it's just about all done. Dusted the game. In fact, both teams have said that might do us, ladies. So we are back here Sunday at the Bendigo Stadium. They've got a win. I wouldn't be celebrating too much. I know it's a great win for Kilsyth, but there's so much more to go in this season, isn't there? And we saw that last year with Bendigo.
Yeah, well done to Kilsyth. Heavy underdogs. They did tilt their chances up during the week. They thought they could win. At half-time, I honestly didn't see it. They were 9 down. But in the second half, they've scored massive. They've scored 52 points. So that is an unbelievable effort. Becca Tobin was fantastic for Bendigo, but some key... The stat sheet doesn't look good for Bendigo, and I'm sure they'll assess it. It's points in the paint. Bendigo got smashed in an area they normally dominate, 40 points to 12. Second chance points was 21 to 6. So just work rate for Bendigo. They didn't show up in the second half. Well done to Lauren Nicholson, Wisher. Well done to Kilsyth. They've got Sunday off, and they'll have a home prelim.
Yeah, they will.
Bendigo, well, a semi here on Sunday, but they've lost their home court advantage now for the prelim. But as we said, they've done it before. They'll have to. If you're going to lose a final, that's the one it's the only second chance final you play, and it's all knockout from now on anyway. So the fortunate thing for them is they've got only 48 hours. They don't have to wait a whole week. But Kilsyth, the conversation's been Bendigo or Geelong, who wins the grand final. Well, Kilsyth have said, hey, we're in the conversation.
No, and it's a new game. It's the finals. It doesn't matter where you end up. It's just who plays better on the day. And certainly it's one of those things where you live to fight another day. I mean, if it's an elimination final, well, maybe you play differently. But certainly when you know there's a second chance, and that's what's going to happen this Sunday. The Braves women, with all their experience, and Tess Madgen back into the side, I think it's difficult to take those three girls out of a team. Tess Madgen, also Nadine Payne and Bianca Tuffelmeyer. It's difficult because your bench becomes limited.
Yeah, and we saw that they didn't go through the bench for... Well, your top four, this is what you've earned. You've earned the right for the double chance, and at this stage they're going to need it. Yeah, they didn't use their bench much. Bendigo, they were 19-1. They're now 19-2. They've played in patches for a lot of the season, to be honest.
Yep.
And they've had defensive lapses. What happened tonight was a really good side, made them pay.
Yep, that's right. But anyway, they live to fight another day. Kilsyth will have a little break until they play again next week at their home court. So that's your result. big upset here at the Bendigo Stadium, NBL1 action, women's semi-final. I'm not sure too many saw it coming, but there it is on your scoreboard. Thanks to Bunnings Warehouse, Brian Coghlan and Adam Allerton. Have yourself a good night. Keep watching the NBL1 website for the many games over the weekend. It is a ripping final series, and we are so much looking forward to it. Thanks for your company. We'll talk next time.